welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this white opal look. And yes, I've done it before. And yes, in ways, I think this is superior. But the other set was cute. We'll talk about that in a little bit. First, I want to tell you guys that I am having in-person one-on-one nail classes. It's not acrylic. I don't do acrylic anymore. They're for builder gel, polygel, gel X, gel polish, gel related things, nail art. We could talk about pricing, taking pictures, editing photos. You can ask me about YouTube things. Even though I'm not a professional, I'm trying my best. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. But if you're interested, email me at tapofthescot.classes@gmail.com for more information. Go ahead and rewind a little bit and screenshot and get some information on that ad if you want. I am located in the Dallas, Texas area. Okay, so that's enough of that. So let's get back to the nails. These, okay, so when this is the like the inside of this opal, not the top, the brownish parts, but the actual opal, it's like a milky, looks like holographic, that opalescent kind of iridescent look. And I wanted to achieve that. And I feel like it does that pretty good. Now this is, it looks better in different lighting, but you can see it has that holographic look, that opalescent iridescent look. And this is made out of real opal, well, lab created opal, but it's actual opal pieces. Now look at it in this light. Isn't that special? Now rewind this and go back to example picture of an opal. As a real opal is like found in Alaska and like the most expensive piece. I just seen that article a couple days ago. So this is the previous set on the right and the one on the left. Now I know you might be biased and be like, the one on the right looks better. This shape is more fitting because it's that kind of oval stone shape and it has bling. But the actual opal effect, I like both of them so much. And like I said, the other one is just the whole thing. Like I said, the shape, the crystals. It's a more extravagant looking set and the shape fits better. But the actual opal effect, as I repeat myself within 20 seconds, I think is really good. But this technique was a little bit easier, although similar, very similar. Very much more simple. I say very simple. It's much more simple. It's more about just encapsulation. So my client's previous set, she had this beautiful glitter ombre, and I did it with like Elegance's Be in Your Bonnet glitter, along with I used some of Wildflower's Palace glitter on top of it. Just kind of combine those. It's a beautiful combination. I've done it so many times in my little nail career. It's a good mix. Just those two. It's just a beautiful nail time. Anyways, so I am taking this mean green bit from Atwood Industries and I am removing all that glitter. Of course, we don't want that. And I'm also going to be taking down the actual nail bed portion. That was a weird way I said that. Nail bed portion of the enhancement. So I'm going, this is a very aggressive bit and I have it about somewhere between 30,000 and 35,000 RPMs, just so you know. I find bits like this work better. It seems intimidating, but they work more efficiently to me, in my opinion, and what I think happens with science and friction and things like that at a faster, higher speed. Does it have to, I mean, some people use it at a lower speed, but I think at least don't play with anything less than like 25,000 RPMs is really my suggestion. Because at that point, you're creating too high. It's not going fast enough. And it's so aggressive. So you want it to be able to smoothly cut through the enhancement. Now, this is aggressive, like I said. So I'm removing the enhancement as close to the natural nail as I feel comfortable. And then I'm going in. I'll go in, well, at this point, I'm still with the mean green, as you can see. But after this, I'll go in with the mellow yellow from Atwood, which is a little bit less aggressive of a bit. And so I can take more of that enhancement down, especially towards the actual nail bed area. We want to make sure that's perfectly safe. We're not using these aggressive bits on the actual nail plate. This bit, I use at a little bit lower speed. Usually more than between 25,000 and 30. So it's like, yeah, down a 5,000 RPM gap from the previous one. And this bit I really love when I'm just removing like gel polish from the surface of an enhancement. It's a really good bit for that. And also like I said, for this, as I get closer to the actual natural nail, I want to make sure we're using less and less aggressive bits. So after this, I'm going to use a crosscut bit, a diamond crosscut bit, which essentially has the texture of like a sanding band, if you will, except it's metal, but it doesn't have any teeth or flutes on the actual bit. So it's less of a danger to the actual health of the nail. We don't want to harm it, okay? So as we file closer and closer to the natural nail, it's gonna look inconsistent. You trust me, in real life, you can tell there's still very much a layer of product, but it'll start to flake off, especially the lower, when I use that other bit. And that bit, we can go ahead and remove all the product. I didn't need every single piece of this product taken off. I just needed it very thin, and especially I was concerned about the sidewalls. We want to make sure that the product is removed so we can ensure our shape is good. And I also used a lower grit of my actual hand file, and gained a little bit of her shape back. It's like these are kind of shorter, kind of like a tapered square, not quite super noticeably coffin, but you know, as much as you can. And you see how I said it looks like we're tearing up the natural nail, but we're not. This is at a speed, I'm at about like 9,000 RPMs. That's it. Very slow speed, parallel to the surface of the natural nail. And this is sped up, so it looks very aggressive, but we're going with a light touch. And I'm also using this to, as you can see, I'm going around the cuticle area to kind of remove some of that cuticle growth from the nail plate. Kind of pushes back the eponychium a little bit. And just like I said, smooth out the surface, make sure I don't have any difficult little pieces of product that's going to get in the way of my new design. So as you can see, the surface of her nail looks crazy, and it's only because there's product in some places, product in not in other places, so it just looks crazy. But the health of her actual natural nail is very intact and good. So now I'm using this, I think it's the itty bitty bit from Elegance, and this is another diamond textured bit, again, which means it has the consistency of like a sanding band, but it's in metal form, so this can be disinfected and reused over and over again, unlike an actual sanding band, which I haven't really used them in my career like that. I mean, I've literally tried them, but with like a client, not really, or anything like that. But I hear people like, oh, you got to use like 2-3 of them in a service at a time, and it's like, I ain't here for that. Anyways, so I'm using this Buffy bit, and I'm using it in reverse. I'm right-handed, so I'm using it in reverse, and I'm going from left to right and pushing back that eponychium, and also removing any like callous, flaky skin around where her free edge starts, near the sidewalls. I don't know why my mind is going blank. And then the actual dead skin, dead skin, I'm clipping off with the nippers. And again, this is sped up, so it looks crazy and aggressive. But just the dead skin. And I always say it, don't argue with me. You can argue with yourself amongst the comments. Everybody's laws in each state as far as what they can nip with nippers. They can nip with nippers is different. So all I'm taking off is her dead skin. And then I'm going in forward with that same bit from right to left this time, and just sort of buffing that skin out even more, getting what I can off. Like I said, I'm not trying to damage any of the anatomy of her nail. And we don't want these hangnails and callous skin. So I like to be careful how I cut and how much I take off of her nail. Moisturization is very important, and consistency with that is very important. And we'll get her to a good place. We got to work on, removing the dead skin and buffing that off slowly. But a lot of time it's better than doing it aggressively. You know what I mean? Anyways, so I'm using Elegance's Tack, and I'm applying that on the entirety of the nail. And then I'm using Jimmy Gel, and this is the Boomer White. It's a nice kind of sheer, well, it's not kind of, it is a sheer white. It's great for baby boomers, as it's called. But also for this set, it was really helpful. I'm using this as our base gel, just like that. And I'm applying it from the cuticle area to the free edge. I'm leaving it pretty thin. I'm not trying to build up anything because we are encapsulating, like I said, actual opal within this nail. That's it. This look, if you combine this set with the previous set, I think that'll be the perfect opal. But anyway, so you see the flakies I'm using. Of course, you can get all your Daily Charm stuff. Use the code TAPATHA and the number 10. It's an unlimited discount code, which means you can use it today, you can use it tomorrow, you can use it the next day, you can use it as long as Daily Charm wants to, you know, be my friend. So always use that. If you don't like me, you can still use it. I appreciate it, of course. And if they have a better sale ever, and don't roll your eyes if you hear me say this, but, you know, to kind of let you know, if they ever have a better sale on Daily Charm's website, if you click the link in the description bar below this video and shop through that link, I'll still get my little commissions. If you love me, just only if you love me, but you still want their sale, you can do that. So yeah, so I just used a little fluffy brush and applied those different flakes I showed you. Those are like mermaid flakes, just little flakies, and they lay smooth. And then I used that Amber Fire glitter from Wildflower Nails. And you know, honestly, you could do this so many different ways. There's a lot of range. There's so many different roads to Rome in this When in Rome. You ever seen Anchorman? He just uses it wrong. Anyways. So I applied those flakies and those iridescent. I would ensure that whatever you're using in this process is some form of like iridescent or holographic. That's my biggest tip. Nothing opaque, not a blue glitter or anything like that. An iridescent sheer blue glitter, yes. So these are actual, like I said, opal. I'm kind of going for this look, so I'm showing you. And again, that's what I'm talking about, the shape of that other nail is like a oval, kind of leans towards looking like a stone. Anyways, then I'm using this holographic clear foil, and you can find the link in the description bar to my Amazon shop where you can get like a whole set of different ones in these. But yeah, so this is I did one hand completely. I was like, girl, those look a hot mess. And I just wanted to show you guys before shaping. Then I'm also using this Oceania. Y'all. I know I can talk, but I don't know how to say that. I told y'all that before. It's from Gel Bottle Ink. It's an iridescent kind of blue glitter. And I'm leaving that wet. And I'm using these opal, this crushed opal pieces and pouring it on there. Now, the size I'm using is a medium. And you're like, Tabitha, where did these come from? Where did you get them from? I'll put a link in the description bar. I got it from somebody off Etsy. And you don't have to use the person I use or anything like that. But look how this looks. Look at the actual pieces of opal. Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. The actual chunks. But like I said, I'm using medium, and I'm also going to use like I think I have fine right here. And that glitter, that gel is still wet. So I'm just dumping this on. So I also didn't mention, I'm just talking through it. I applied those flakies first, and then I applied that sheer white over it, cured that, and then I went in and applied that Oceania, the one I can't pronounce, and then here we are with the opals. So I went ahead and cured those in the light, so those are cured to the nail with that gel. So then I was going to encapsulate with the white, and I was like, it's kind of taking away my good like opal look, right? So I applied a little bit of that sheer white. When I say the sheer white, I mean the Jimmy Gel. Applied a little bit of that Jimmy Gel. And I'm sorry I'm off out of the screen. It's going to get better. But I applied a little bit of it. And then I'm taking a clear builder gel. I think I'm using like Elegance's Cool Gel, I believe. Maybe so. So I just applied a little. And while it's still wet, I'm going in and applying that clear. Essentially kind of mixing them to make it an even more sheer white. But I didn't want to use like a complete clear, if that makes sense. So at this point, I'm just encapsulating. I'm trying to get all those pieces encapsulated. I'm adding a little pieces. I had some little, iridescent flakes I kind of added here and there. But I mean, this is really it. It's really it. So I'm just applying that little bit of white, using that clear. And you can mix this before you even like apply it on here. I'm just kind of, you know, winging it, because I'm trying to like see what's the best way I can make this look, you know, I want to make this look real. So I'm going back in that one that I can't pronounce, that iridescent blue gel polish, and just applying some over just to bring some more, you know, like intrigue and depth. And I tried to apply the foil at this point after I cured that previous gel, and I thought it would kind of stick. I've used, you know, this before, just foil sticking on the inhibition layer of a gel, the tacky layer, but it wasn't super working, and I didn't want to apply foil gel at this point, so I just said forget it and started encapsulating even more. We want to make sure we get as much as these pieces of opal encapsulated. The tricky area is going to be around the cuticle area. I have to strike a balance between trying to get it as encapsulated as possible and also not touching her actual live skin. Okay, for some reason it is now 2 days later from like 5 seconds ago when you heard me talking, but I'm here. I didn't want to redo the whole thing all over, so if it sounds a little bit different, that's why. Anyways, I'm going to continue encapsulating this, and I'm using a clear builder gel because, you know, the clarity of a builder gel is unmatched. Say it with me. So I'm doing my best. I'm trying to move slow, really slow. This is sped up, just so I can reduce air bubbles and anything like this. And so this is before it was filed and shaped, and then we'll slowly see that after. I didn't get the filing and shaping on camera. I'm sorry. And you're probably like, this is the one set I need to see because it looks crazy. I'm sorry. It was a lot. And it was a lot. But so I filed and shaped it. But please don't worry. The opal, just so you know, the opal, the actual, you know, synthetic opal in the nail is easy to hand file. And it's soft enough for the bits to file pretty easily, and I don't feel like they are dulled because of it. So I applied some foil gel and used that holographic foil from earlier and put that on. I didn't catch a clip, y'all. Y'all know how, like, once it gets like later in the appointment, I'm always trying to consider my client, you know what I mean? And I'm just trying to move through things, but it's very simple. I applied some foil gel, cured it, applied that clear holographic foil, and then I went over with some sheer white, and I think it's called Milk Bath from Daily Charm, just to add a little bit more actual white. I feel like the foil kind of yellowed it a little bit, which was kind of fine because a lot of opals are a little bit off-white, but I just want to add some more actual white. So I applied a very, very thin translucent layer of that Milk Bath color, that sheer white color. It's from Daily Charm. Use code Tabitha in the number 10, of course. And then I used that same foil gel and applied some gold leafing. I didn't catch it on camera either. But it's very simple. I just ran around the rim kind of haphazardly of the nail, applied that foil. It's crazy. It gets messy. And that's it. Then I'm going ahead and I am top coating with a no wipe top coat. And I'm actually using the Daily Charm. I think it's called the Diamond Shine top coat. And that is it, guys. This is his opal look. And like I said, I believe it's easier than the previous one. I think it really translates, especially in this lighting, of course. As I mentioned, the other set looks really cool and beautiful, and it's much more, many more layers and stuff. The shape does really lean to make it look more opal, but just tell me what you feel down below. Whether you hate this, love this, again, shapes aside, what do you think about the actual opal effect? You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Go ahead and let me know. Let's put a diamond emoji just because we're talking about stones and crystals, gems. Yeah, so let's do that, of course, because, you know, I give you all this beautiful content and I just need like a thumbs up, a comment, a subscription. You can go argue in the comments if you want. You can yell. Just don't say cuss words. They'll probably block you or something like that. I don't know. But, dude, you know, let's get some activity on the videos. I'm working on a lot, you guys, so bear with me. I'm trying to get out videos. I'm trying to get so much out. I think you guys will like, and just be patient with me. I'm a millennial. I'm trying to get it together. But thank you for watching, guys. Bye.